Hello, soul lights. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been traveling with me for a while, and those of you that are new, thank you for connecting in, and I hope you find some insight, understanding, and guidance for your path. We're going to be looking at the energies of May, and specifically what's coming up for you, but also the areas of your life that will be most affected by the energy shifts in May. We have a lot of focusing that is coming up, a redirection of energy. You can see this with the solar eclipse that started in April, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Kind of prepped us for, I feel, the deeper changes that are happening in May, emphasized with the Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. Now, I'm not going to dive totally into aspects here astrologically because I read as a psychic medium in a trance and conscious channel. I can just say, though, whatever lens you're looking at, I do feel May is going to be a time of increased awareness of what is really important to you, what is of value, and the direction to go in. Now, before I go further, I want to let you know, as always, those of you that are new, timestamps are always in the description box. You can skip ahead at any time. I know sometimes people like to connect in more with me and what's going on. Also want to give a shout out to Finding Joy in Nature. Christy, thank you for the Reiki healing energy. Much appreciated. And just thank you, all of you new Patreon people that have joined. I look forward to connecting with you also. Now, something interesting happened. I took out an oracle deck, and I don't know how this happened, but I've had some interesting phenomenon happen in my life with tarot. I got a little cough. It's so much better, my cough. And that's what Christy was doing the Reiki for. So I took out this deck, and as I'm placing it, I feel something in my shirt, my t-shirt. Somehow, I don't know how, this card, can you see it? Let's see, this card got in my shirt on my stomach. So, 49, 49-3 is a 13-4. 49 in the I Ching is changes are now possible. A revolution is taking place. So I feel May, it starts to galvanize an energy within all of us of this inner revolution, this inner desire, impulse, impetus to move forward, to create, to make something happen or align to a certain energy. I feel like for many, there's going to be an awakening on a lot of levels. Now, it could be relationship, it could be a financial sector, it could be I'm not living here anymore, I am moving, that's it, I'm doing this. So again, if you look at my reading that I did for the solar eclipse in Aries, new moon solar eclipse in Aries that I did, and also the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And I think you're going to get an idea. So I feel this is a very powerful time. Now, I've had other things happen with cards. Again, if you don't want to hear the story, you can skip ahead. And I have friends that can verify this. I, one time, got up in the morning. I was in my house, and I walked to my living room, and next to the fireplace was this shelf, built-in shelf. And I rubber band my cards a lot to keep them in order because I use them so much, so I don't put them in sacks because I'm forever using them. 3 cards were out of the rubber bands from 3 different decks underneath a stack of like 5 or 6 decks on top. And I'd been asking for a message the night before. I had been doing some meditation MP3s that I had recorded, and I'd been asking for a message. And the cards that were out were Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and Wheel of Fortune, all in a row. And when I found it, I was on the phone with my friend and colleague, collaborator, Jennifer, and I literally screamed. I did a shriek, like, what the heck? And because it startled me. The cards were laid on my fireplace mantle. So I know something is up when my guides get tricky with me and start placing things. So whatever this message is for all of us, the focus is love, love of what you're doing, a deep healing love from Divine Mother, a healing love that brings growth, some kind of growth and expansion. And, you know, it's a season of Beltane. This May is a lot about fertility, fecundity. Usually in May, and it's Taurus season, right? For the most part. Obviously, we go into Gemini at the end of May, but most of May is about Taurus. It's about the earth. It's about earthiness. It's about sensuality. It's about opening up. It's about connecting. It's about meeting. It's about what brings you pleasure, what brings you joy. So I wasn't going to share, you know, part of me said, oh, don't share that story. And I'm like, no, because I feel it happened in the reading. And I'm telling you, I have no idea how did it get in my t-shirt I'm wearing. I don't know. I've got sweats on and a t-shirt. And I'm feeling something. As I sit down, I'm like, what is inside my t-shirt? It's the card. I'm telling you, the guides and the oversouls are a bit of... Mine have coyote medicine, and I do as a shaman also. I have a bit of trickster medicine. Those of you that know me, I can be kind of trickstery and on myself and other people, just kind of, you know, looking at the weird side of things. So I am going to leave this here because I feel it has a prominent place in this reading. For whatever reason, Spirit wants us to, let's see, connect into this energy. Let's leave it here. Angel of Love. You know how I like to put things. I hope you guys can see that. Let me make sure. I'm just going to get up. I'm trying different ways of using. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. So let's get to the reading. Let's go. Well, let's take a tune in because I feel very extended or expanded energetically. And I hope you do too. Or let's just connect in heart to heart. If you can, close your eyes and focus on the in-breath and out-breath, the divine light source animating energy that you are. And as you release the breath, relax into that beautiful physical body that you have. Connect into the Taurian energy of I have. You have a body, you have a life. You have a dream, you have a goal, you have a vision, you have a life unfolding as your soul. You are your soul and your life's unfolding. Now, begin to look at the cards if you haven't already. And we're going to add some crystals. Now for visualize, we're adding selenite. So you can have clear vision. You can purify your vision to move forward, to create, to envision your life from a soul level. For soul writing, we have the pendulum, the rose quartz pendulum. And I like to read the energy of the reading. Yeah. So the pendulum is a way of dowsing, keeping in alignment, keeping attuned. And you can see here there is, it looks like almost like an arrow. It's a pyramid, but there is source energies and an arrow going up. So we're going to put that there. And then for focus, we've got the wand. Being focused. Being focused in your life. The wand of magic and focusing. All right, so I will pause the video so you can get a closer look. And this is going to be soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. And as always, this is your reading. You're being guided here for a reason, whether it's a word, a sentence, whole paragraph or all of the reading, one soul story, one card or another. Trust your own intuition and your own inner guidance at this time. Read the signs, feel the feeling of your intuition and inner guidance. Hello, Radiant Soul Lights. Good to connect with you. If you chose Soul Story number 1, this is your reading. So we have the guide card, Angel of Love, that is guiding us in the month of May. And so just be open to what is new and blossoming in your life. Is it a feeling? Is it a new relationship, a new connection? Is it a shift that allows you to feel more alive? Want to let you know also, you may hear people a little bit. I have some people visiting my house, and so you may hear them in the other room. So hopefully not too much. So you chose visualize. Look at that card. And I invite you really to look at the energy of the lotus here that's above the crown, leading to source energies, God energies, the energies of the all that is, the infinite innate intelligence, that creative principle. And there is a lot, kind of reminds me of a yoni also. So, and then here, birth. So definitely I feel for you, May has a lot to do with birth, something new, something coming in. For some of you, it is a feeling. It is like something's changed, or I've changed, or something. You can feel something brewing. You can feel something coming through in your life. And I would say also to visualize, or you are visualizing something. This selenite has a lot to do with purification, cleansing, clearing. Perhaps you are clearing your energy to some degree, whether through foods or thoughts or people that you're around, and you're fiercely intending something. So I feel May for you is going to be a lot with maybe even what you have been visualizing begins to come into physical manifestation. Something that you have been visualizing is coming into physical manifestation. So let us dive in. Let us see what's coming up. Your vision. All right, we're going to look at tarot, and then I am going to clarify with other oracle cards, and I'm going to get a general overview energetically, and then a week to week. I've been doing that for a bit. Now this wants to come in. What is this? Change your life. Look at that. New beginnings. What was I saying? Okay, so I really feel in this reading, Spirit is speaking to me. If you stayed for the first part of the portion, you heard how that Angel of Love oracle card came. I do not know how it got affixed in my t-shirt to my tummy. I don't know. To my stomach. How it got on my abdomen. I don't know how it got. I don't even know how did it get in my t-shirt. So you've got Change Your Life 16. This has to do with, it's the Tower, but I think for many of you the Tower is really, the Tower moment is some kind of internal shift that gets you in a new direction, and you've got new beginnings. So something is, which, you know, judgment. You're being called to a new life. So I really feel like these cards are very powerful for you, that you're being called somehow to some new life, some new direction. So May, there's a lot of I know change. We're in the lunar eclipse, but if you don't see it right away, I really want you to connect in with your feelings, what you're feeling about certain people, certain situations, certain relationships, certain directions, jobs, because I feel for you, and we'll see how the tarot plays out or any other oracle cards, but I feel like, you know, with all this purple, this violet color here, you're connecting into the spirit realm, but it is manifesting through the emotions, your emotional body, your feelings. So wherever you're being called, or whatever you're called to do, whatever you're called to focus on, you're being, that's your key to what you're being guided to. So we have Mars energy here. We have Uranus. I'm getting Pluto also for transformation. So the situation for you is 10 of Gabriel. So there's a lot going on. I'm going to put these out. We're going to look at the overview. You're showing up as the 6 of Ariel or the 6 of Pentacles. The energy you're putting out is the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm hearing lots of work. Don't put it off. Lots to do. The universe is bringing you decisions. So 15, this is the Devil card. Okay, Capricorn. And I can see the message, but I'm going to put out all the cards first. This is what will help you, free you up. Page of Gabriel, Page of Wands. Follow your passion. See, that's what I'm telling you. You're going to, okay, this is like a powerful, powerful reading. So story number 1. Solutions. It's the Temperance. Let's move this over here. Temperance. And the overall result for the month, or focus, or what you need to connect in, is the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, that makes sense. So you're on one path going into another, one part of your life going into another. This is May for you is a lot about balancing the energy, but it's releasing what doesn't serve you anymore. So this lunar eclipse for you is definitely bringing a letting go and moving towards something else. You're moving towards something else or someone else. You're making decisions about what's working or not working. Now, for some of you, this is going to be decisions you make with other people, or you let people know about these decisions. For many of you, it's going to be internal. It's going to be, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not going in that, or this is what I'm doing, or this is what I'm focused on. I see a lot of cleansing and clearing out closets, clearing out stuff you don't need anymore. This is... May brings you renewed passion and focus. I think if you look even at the cards, visualize. But for some of you, it's going to be a very kind of soft, like nudge of where you should go or what you should do. It's going to be something that, you know, when you taste something and you can't quite taste, what is that herb in there? What is that herb? What is that ingredient? What am I tasting? What is that spice? So for some of you, it's going to be a quiet, kind of calm change where you'll just notice you're making different decisions and that you're freeing up, because you will have a lot of work. There's a lot to do. There's something new that you're working on, maybe yourself, a new, maybe a career. You've been working on this path, and now you're at the place on your path where you can make different decisions. You're making decisions that are literally moving you away from where you were, moving you in the new direction, because you felt stuck. You felt like, oh, I can't make. Now you're seeing, oh, the decisions I'm making are putting me in a new direction. These decisions, or what I'm focusing on, or what I'm doing in my routine, in my day-to-day living, are putting me in a new direction. So we have an energy of Capricorn here, a lot with Pentacles. We have an energy, I would say planetarily, Pluto, Mars, Uranus. Again, this pulling through Sagittarius with 14 here with Temperance. So you're getting the solutions, and it's coming because it's coming out of what was and what is becoming. So you're in a very powerful transition. Now let's look week to week. What does the week bring? Six of Cups. So the first week, there's a lot to do with, again, work, gain, new directions, Uranus there. King of Wands, a lot of, entrepreneurial energy. Okay, let's look at this. Just put out the weekly energy for the week. So we've got the first week, the energies of the first week, and the energies of the second week. Something you're looking for, or someone you're going to find something. Now, whatever it is, some of you, it's something that you lost. that you're going to find either the first week, sometime in May, but maybe even the first week. This could be something you've been looking for, shopping for, or something you misplaced in the house. Something that was lost is you're going to find it. Could be the solution to something that you've been focused on also. Okay, let's get the cards out here. Now this came out reversed. So there could be a little issue with more money coming out the second week, but or you pay for something, or you pay for something to be repaired, is what I'm hearing. Okay, there could be some kind of, make sure you see the cards here. Could be computer, and I know it's retrograde car. That somebody, you could be repairing the car or doing something with the car. It's an important item, is what I'm hearing. Some things need to be repaired. They will be repaired in the month of May. Okay. Libra, Justice here. We've got Aries. And we've got the Devil twice, and then we have a new direction coming up towards the end of the month. Okay, let's see the summation for the last month. Pisces again, 2 with Pisces. And 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Okay. So it could be a little blip financially for some of you, or you have to outlay extra cash or money or put something on a card that you didn't expect, but it is going to improve your work. So whether it is, a car, a computer, something for work, it also does show for some of you contracts or legal dealings, or it could begin taxes going in your favor, your direction, things getting straightened out. Now you do have the Devil twice, so I feel like the beginning of the month, there's a lot of work, there's a lot that you're doing, but you're getting through it, you're making headway, you're making gains. And then towards the end of the month, you're like, oh my God, I still have more work to do, or there's more business. So it's like there is an increase in business or whatever you're doing for your livelihood, whatever you're doing. It's like the decisions that you make actually bring you more work on a new level. Okay, that makes sense to you. Whoa. Okay, let's see, what was that card that came out? Okay, you're moving out of complacency, I'm hearing also. Creation. So the visualization it has to do with your creation, creating. So this is, again, a powerful month where you're seeing the new direction that's coming in. Let's see what card this is. Oops, sorry about that. Wow, perfection. So everything is perfectly unfolding for you, soul story number 1. You're going to see the perfection of your path and of what you're creating. So really focus on creativity, creative projects, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever you're focused on this month, and look for areas of growth, because where the growth is, or increase in energy, inspiration, passion, where you feel something blossoming, that's the direction to go in. So for many of you, the direction is not necessarily going to be, whoa, that's too many. It's not going to, you're not going to be able to mentally think about, oh, this is what I need to do, or this is the direction I'm going in. You're actually going to have to feel it out, like, oh, I have time to do this now. Let me focus on this. Okay. So I'm doing this reading in between sessions, and then I had a client could only do half the session, and wanted to reschedule, a hypnotherapy client. So it's like, oh, I can dive in and I can do this. So I find that interesting that it's your reading. Okay, Spider. This message is so clear. Creativity. Weaving the web of your life. You're weaving a new web of your life. What are you weaving? What are you creating? Now, the lower level energy of Spider, because Spider has to do with web is a community, right? And it's more drawing in or magnetizing. So I find that interesting. In May, we're predominantly in Taurus, and the complementary sign, or opposing, but really complementary sign, that is Scorpio. Scorpio is the other polarity on the axis. So this is saying whatever you're doing, that's why visualizing has a lot to do with becoming more magnetic, putting it out there in thought form and feeling, in the energy and motion and the emotion, and then drawing it in. So perhaps some things you're putting out into the world this month. Now, the lower level of spider is gossip, is worry. It's like, so what story are you telling yourself? You want to ask yourself, what story am I telling myself? Am I telling myself an empowering story? Am I visualizing an empowered story, a fun world? Think right now of your life as a story. Where are you editing or re-editing? What are you deleting or letting go of? Are you getting rid of certain chapters? Is this a series? What is this? So this is a very creative time for you with that spider and creation, because spider weaves the creation story. So you are creating or weaving a whole new story. Hope that's making sense. Now we're going to look at one of the areas that's going to be most impacted for you in this month. What areas in your life? The 6th house, work, a lot to do. Health, fitness, work, day-to-day routine. You're changing your routine so that you have more time to create, to vision, and that which you've been visualizing or envisioning, it's now time to create it. Another area, the 1st house, the house of self. How people see you, how you see the world, how you navigate through the world. So body, there's changes in the body. You could be focusing more on your body or your looks or clothes, how you present yourself. Maybe there's a new feeling about yourself right now. You're feeling differently about yourself. And I'll take one more area that comes in. Well, these two came together, so I'm going to read them together. You got I knew the 5th house was going to come up with creation. The 12th house here, Pisces energy, which you have here also with the Hangman. It has to do also with something from the past, and you had the 6 of Cups. So there could be an idea that you're bringing back from the past, or people from the past coming back into your life. Now, it could be romantic or dating partner, or could be people that you've collaborated in the past, now you're going to collaborate with, or people that you know from the past, childhood, being around childhood friends, or you could get a call, a text, or something, an email, or bump into an old friend or somebody that you knew from childhood, high school, middle school, college, uni. Even for some of you, I've known them since 5 or 6. I was 5, or they're my cousin or something. So, but again, a lot to do with bringing ideas from the past forward and working with your subconscious. Now that's also visualizing, works with the subconscious. So you're being asked to work with the subconscious. Also have more play in your creativity. So you need to see what you're creating as creativity, as a form of inspiration, and as a form of creativity. Whatever you're doing in your life, it is a form of creativity. You're creating. When we get up in the morning and whatever we do, we're creating our day. So as you get more into the creative aspect of your being, things lighten up for you. You're going to have more fun. You're going to draw more people to you. Now, this does look good for people that are wanting to date or meet new people, and meet people that inspire you. Now I'm going to look at the fortune cards and get an overall view. Wow, luck. You're right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So that is very powerful. So whatever it is you're doing or focused on, there is an element of luck. Something blossoms more than you thought. There's new openings or opportunities. Yes, you're having to let go of some things from the past. Let's look at the Astro Dice here for our last message for Soul Story number 1 from Spirit. Wow, Neptune. Got Neptune. Whoops, where'd we go? Neptune. In the 1st house, in the sign of Gemini. So again, Gemini, creativity, 1st house, it's all about you. do more for you. This is also about not diluting yourself. That's the message, the guidance message. Is like if something is truly opening, if there's a new direction coming in for you, or new opening or opportunity, or a new impulse, a new urge to do something, you need to follow that. The one thing that I see out of you is to get out of your head of trying to make something happen. Use more of the transpersonal, transcendent state of your being through meditation, breath work, through visualization, through readings like this. When you feel that insight coming through, that inspiration, follow through on that. Whatever that insight is that gets you in this new direction. So Gemini is like, be open to new people and new opportunities. You're going to be the focal point this month. So just be open. Let more come to you. All right. Soul story number 1. I hope this brought you some insight and understanding. I'd love if you haven't yet to subscribe. Let me know how you're doing and how all is unfolding for you. So your Soul Insights mantra for this part of your path this month is I create my world with love and appreciation as I follow the direction of my heart and soul. Really hope you can see that angel of love, and it's a 49-13-4. It's a very powerful 49-13-4 energetically. 49 distills to 13. It's changes that bring stability and a type of security that comes from an inner connection. Lots of love and light and beautiful blessings on your path. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. It's great to connect with you. If you chose Soul Story number 2, this is your reading. So you chose soul writing. I feel this is a very important time for you, very pivotal time where you're opening up to something new, but also a new part of you, a new aspect of you. Now, many of you may be journal writing, maybe some of you are working on a book project or something that goes out into the world. The other thing that I get, because you've got the number 20 here, which is a double turning point. So this tells me 2 very large things in your life are changing. Now, it may or may not be all in May, but definitely this year, that there's a turning point because of these larger changes that are happening for you. So you want to get a little bit closer look at the card. And how does it reflect to you with the guide card of Angel of Love? What are you receiving from this? You've got a lot of pink, rose pink energy in this card. You've got a lot of blue or indigo and gold for wisdom. This is also reminding me of the Merkaba. So it's definitely about something coming from your soul with a new opening, perhaps maybe even direction. Now, you chose the pendulum, so this has to do something energetically. So we're going to tune into your energy. Okay. Now, as we're tuning in, you can ask a question, maybe a yes/no question. And we're going to get an answer. One question. Wow. It's too soon. For some of you, it's a no. So ask another question. And that is a yes. Okay, always trust your own intuition, as this is a general reading, but wow, look at the energy on that. Wow. So this tells me trust your intuition, your energy, what you're sensing, what you're feeling in any particular situation at this time. I'll put this over here for you and put this here. Now we're going to do a bit of tarot and look at week to week, and then we will get some oracle cards to help to clarify some of the reading or the energies. And so we're looking at soul story number 2 for May. Okay, what is the overall situation that you're finding yourself in, or what is the overall energy? What's the pattern that you're focused? Well, this wanted to come through movement. So it's going to be a time for you to take action on something. Now, some of you, this is literally, I do feel, is going to be a move of house. I'm going to put that here because it's not actually, wasn't in the spread. Situate 5 of, okay, so there could be some doubt about a decision that you're making or something that you're hoping to come to fruition. And it also is saying that to draw in what you want, it's letting go somehow of worry. Got 10 of Michael, 10 of Swords. Let's lay out all the cards and see what is the message, the overall. And then you've got the 10 of Raphael, the 10 of Cups. So that's what you're putting out. So there, it's a labor of love is what I'm hearing, but it's taken a lot to get where you are. It's taken a lot to understand what's needed at this time and to perhaps even have a different focus. It's taking a lot out of you, perhaps. You've got the King of Michael, King of Swords. So what's required of you, what's happening, and this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but it is also asking you to be more dispassionate, more objective in your choices at this time. There's something that you need to bring a bit of logic and reason to, along with your intuition, but it is definitely saying that you can't make this decision alone. There might be some setup time that you need to do, if that makes sense for you. Look at all these 10s. You've got 3 10s, 10, 10, 10. So 2 10s are new direction and big changes. Now remember, you got 20 in this card. You got 20, a turning point. So now you have 10 of Pentacles. So this definitely is a time this month. There's going to be a lot to do work-wise, a lot focused on home, family, friends that are like family, groups. There may be more responsibilities with family members, and also an increase financially. But it is telling me that whatever it is that you're focused on, it is taking or requiring more work and more energy output. Wow, 9 of Uriel. So this is something coming into fruition that you want, perhaps feeling that you have to do it all on your own, or you've been doing a lot on your own. But it's that 9 of Pentacles, so there is a wish fulfillment here. And the outcome 3 of Gabriel, so 3 of Wands. So this is planning, this is some kind of wish or desire coming through. This is prosperity. This is also people helping you, being more supportive. So there is support for whatever it is that you're wanting to do right now in your life. So just know that you're being supported. I think that's a big part that the universe wants you to know, is that you are being supported. But I would say with all these 10s though, you've got 3 10s, including the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. So you're in a process, you get to a certain level, there's some kind of increase or payout, and then you're still accruing or building. I'm also hearing not to put things off this month. This is a time of completion. There's a lot that's culminating or completing for you that is also bringing you in a new direction. Okay, so there is a lot with forward movement with that Knight of Gabriel or Knight of Wands. I do feel move for a lot of you. You could be planning a move, or you could literally be moving this month. Okay, let's look at the week ahead. We've got the Knight of Swords, week to week, and then we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, again, it's reversed, but I'm going to put it upright. It's under the 10 of... So you might start out the first week with a little bit of pinch or a more outlay of money, but then it seems mid-month things pick up again. You've got the Ace of Wands there. Knave of Pentacles. And the Moon. So there's definitely dealing with something, some fears or something going on subconsciously. But I feel like whatever it is that you're doing or focused on, or whatever the inspiration is, or the passion, or whatever that's new that's opening to you, many it could be literally some kind of project. You're still working on it, but I hear the inspiration or the dream, the goal, the idea of something better and something more does get you focused and continuing on despite any setbacks. Now, I am also seeing that you could be doing something for the full moon, your own ritual, or going someplace around the full moon. Many of you are traveling someplace where there's a lot of water. Could be a beach, a lake, but I definitely feel like there is some travel this month for you. And for some of you, it's travel that was put off that you're now able to do. So let's look at the second week. We go with another 10 of Cups and the Emperor. So, okay, this is definitely telling me that there's fulfilling work, there's enjoyment, you're building something, you're starting to see a payoff. It's like you work, there's a good result, and then you have to go back. So I would say the second week, you're very industrious. There is some kind of enjoyable situation that's coming in, maybe going out, could be a party, hanging out with friends or family. There could be something celebratory. Some of you are attending either a reunion, a wedding, birthday party, something that's celebratory, and then it's back to work. So this month you are going to take a little bit of time off, even if it's a staycation or a day off, a day trip, a weekend travel. You are going to be having a better balance of your work and, regular life, kind of play, leisure, downtime. We've got the Devil here, the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups. Okay, we've got the Hangman again, Pisces energy, and then we've got the Three of Cups. So even though you're having to perhaps the third week, like it's like you may have seen like a peak experience where something went really well, or you got the payout you wanted, or the money, or the raise, or the connection, and then the energy tends to dip. Now, what I do feel is that you end up doing something, I don't know, yoga, go for a walk. You have a mind shift. There's something that changes in your mind where you go, actually it's not as bad as it seems. I'm actually doing really well, and I need to honor, myself. And so I do feel like this month there's some just peaks and valleys, but overall things are getting more and more positive, more and more life enhancing. You're building something. Someone could be taking you out or saying, come on, you work too hard, let's get away, let's go do this, or let's go grab dinner, let's do something. So I do feel this month does bring more socializing, social occasions, brings you out and about more with people, perhaps, I don't know, dinner parties, potlucks, going out to eat or restaurant. There's something a lot about socializing and a lot about nourishment. Now, I did get that with your card, and I, in between sessions today, in between hypnotherapy and psychic sessions, channeling, when I went to your reading, I kept getting nourishment. What are you nourishing yourself on? Make sure that you're nourishing yourself. Let's see, the last week, Four of Wands. Again, celebration, Nine of Wands, and then we've got the Three of Swords, Seven of Wands. I feel like there is going to be, and then the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There could be some kind of, again, disappointment or setback that ultimately ends up better. Ask your friends for help is what I'm hearing. That does show that there is going to be some kind of help or support from someone that you know. Now, it could be online, it could be in person, and it's saying be open to support this month. Don't think that you have to do everything alone or on your own. That's been part of your past, is you've done a lot on your own, or for yourself, and that's changing. You're opening up to more support in your life, which is giving you more opportunities. Now, let's look and see what areas of your life are most highlighted this month. We know there's a lot with emotional fulfillment or fulfilling work, or some kind of person in your life that brings fulfillment. A lot of you, I feel like it's like you're getting away. Again, it could be a day, most of you it's going to be a weekend, where you just feel, maybe a week, you just feel renewed. You feel like you kind of get a better way of viewing things. Like, you know what? Things aren't so bad. They're kind of good. All right, 7th house of partnerships. So this again could be collaborative partnerships, could be a partner. Someone in your life is helping you not only see a different perspective, but maybe bringing gratitude or appreciation for you. This month you're going to be appreciated. Now, for some of you, could be a committed partnership or spouse, or something is working out in the way of relationships. So relationships for you are definitely going to be highlighted this month. It's a lot to do with relationships of all kinds. Some of you that work with clients or customers, there's going to be more focus on clients or customers, maybe changing some of the things that you do or how you work. Some of you, it could be putting together something to support your clients or customers, or who you do consulting work for. Maybe you're putting together a course or something that helps you help them better, or maybe you're requested to do something again. And I do see a lot of computer work for you this month, writing. Even when you travel, I feel like you're going to be inspired and go, you know what, let me just write that down, or let me send an email about this, or let me plan this. The other area that's going to be highlighted is the 9th house. So this is broadening your horizons. This is connecting spiritually. This is also academically, an academic focus, or academically looking at something, maybe doing research. This could bring in long journeys. It's also the house of luck. It's preparation, meeting opportunity, which we call luck. And so there's something you've been preparing for, and I do feel like a lot of you are going to get some kind of boon, some kind of good luck. This is a good omen. And the 9th house also has to do with long distance travel, or people that are international or foreign. So you could be going someplace where there's a lot of international people, or people speaking another language. Or if you speak another language, you may be going someplace where you get to use that language, maybe where you don't on an everyday basis. This also has to do with publishing. So again, many of you are publishing something. I don't know if it's a course, a class, an ebook, if it's something online. There is publishing. So the 9th house, this is also the house of spirit and spirituality. So something is changing also in your belief system. Something is changing in a belief about spirituality. You're opening up. This is the house of Jupiter, right? And let's see, any other area that is opening up for you. One other area, which is the 10th house of career, destiny, fortune, your public self. So you're going to reach some height, some new height this month, that again gets you to see, hey, I'm actually doing better than what I thought. That's the message from your higher self. You're actually doing better than what you thought. So there's some tangible payoff as to what you're doing right now in your life that shows, okay, this is great. I get the message. Some of that 5 of Swords, don't be guilty. Don't feel guilty that you're focusing more on yourself or what you need to do in your life. This is about letting go of guilt, doubt, guilt, worry, feeling I have to do something even though I don't really feel like it or want to. Focus on faith. That also has to do with the Pisces card, the hangman. And expect a miracle. So there is something that pays off. And we've got one more card, self-worth. That's at the bottom. So from your self-worth, connecting more to your worthiness, to your goals, to your desires, to your dreams, to living out your soul experience and expression on this earth plane, you begin to release the guilt of having to do something, having to respond, you're going to be much less manipulatable. I definitely feel soul story number 2, and that self-worth brings in a faith, a hope, a belief in a better future, and it's positioning you for a miracle. Now, it could be, I don't feel the miracle is just in May, but even look for small miracles, finding money on the street, or saying I need a sign and then something happens. If you watch the beginning of this video, there was definitely a little miracle with that card, Angel of Luck, somehow being, I still don't know how it happened, in my t-shirt, on my abdomen. It was, but my higher self is a trickster. My guides that I work with, don't, they do like to do little pranks. So just be aware of kind of lightening up and laughing at yourself, having a good laugh, laughing at yourself, about your circumstances or what you're going through. Okay, we've got 2 cards, Tree of Life and Manta Ray. So the first thing I'm seeing is like boundaries. There's going to be a lot with boundaries. Tree of Life having to do with manifestation and being more comfortable on the earth plane. But I feel like some of that guilt comes from maybe the Manta Ray. You have to sting some people or sting someone. Or you're just using that tentacle there to feel things out before you commit. I'm not quite sure. Let me feel it out. How am I going to feel? What's my energy like? Is this really right for me? So you're this month, a lot to do with boundaries and not feeling guilty about what you are doing or not doing, or what you want to do, or what like, I need this time for me. I need to, I had a little cough. I had to focus on I couldn't return some calls and connect with some people or go, because I was like, I want to rest my voice. I've got to rest my voice. I've got to rest my output. So see how that figures for you. We're going to do a fortune card. Fortune reading cards. All right, let's see. Yeah, be very aware of how you feel during the moon cycles this month. The full moon, the new moon. Well, we're not going to take all of those now. You're really opening up to receive more. That's the other thing that I'm getting. Strong faith and guidance. Really look for not only opportunities this month, where are the openings, where are the opportunities, but look for the confirmations of what you've been doing and the direction on your path. Really trust your intuition and how you feel about something or someone. Phoenix, be prepared for renewal after a period of crisis. That is so you. So the renewal with that Knight of Gabriel here, Knight of Wands, is going to be kind of quick. That I feel like things have been turning around in your life, maybe quite subtly, so you don't really see it all yet. You haven't seen it. So you're about to see, you're on a upswing, a comeback. You're coming out of crises, and you need to be centered in self without the guilt. Guilt is a man-made emotion. It's not an emotion. Guilt comes from outside us, and we take it on. We internalize it. But guilt is external people and sometimes rules and regulations that keep us in check, keep us stuck in a certain way of being, a certain relating pattern. So I feel as you're rising, there's certain things you're just going to be letting go of that have held you back or haven't suited you, or that have kept you locked in a smaller definition of you, a smaller vision or version of you. And this may be because you have something special to do and you need the time and the focus to do it. So you may be saying no to certain people and situations, or not right now. Or you may be changing the amount of time you spend with someone or something. There's a boundary. This is definitely telling me that May is, for you, is boundaries are self-love, or a form of self-love. Boundaries are a form of self-love so that you can focus on you, what's right for you, what you really need to do. All right, let's look here with the Astro Dice. Soul Story number 2. Ooh, 5th house. Saturn, is there Saturn? That's Saturn. Oh, in Leo. In the 5th house. So there could be some held back for your expression or what you really want to do, or you've had limited time to focus on you or be more playful or do things that are fun. For some of you, it could be you've been, limited as to what you can do in regard to dating or romance. But also, this is telling me that the message for you is that to put more energy, structure time for fifth house things, structure time for leisure, for play, for dating, for romance, for fun things, for what fulfills you, for your self-worth, filling yourself back up, filling back up. Oh, now it turned to Mercury. Right. So a lot of you you're going to make more time for writing. You're going to make more time for projects and writing. There's something that you want to put out there in the world, and May is the push for it. Publish it, put it out there, get it out there. Have the faith that those that need to see it or read it will, that need to see or read what you're doing. And whatever you put out there in the world, it greatly raises your vibration, your frequency, your vibrational frequency, your energy, and you are seen. So you're going to be rising above the others. Whatever you're doing, you're rising to a higher expression of you. You're rising to a pinnacle in your life, especially with the 10th house. And expect support, help and support. Maybe some of you, it could be videos. I don't know. It's a lot of different things for different people, but the message is you have to set the boundaries this month to focus on you. So your Soul Insights mantra for you for May to support you on this part of your path is setting boundaries that are right for me as a form of self-love so I can focus on what I love to do and what fulfills me on a heart and soul level. All right, Soulites, please let me know how your May is doing. Check in with me. If you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe if you feel a resonance. And if you want to connect further, ways to do so are in the description box. Lots of love and light to you. Till next time, shine bright. See you in the next reading. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. Great to connect with you. So you chose soul story number 3, which you've got the card of focus. I feel like this is a really powerful card for you. And you can see everything comes from the heart. This reminds me of a telephone, and I'm hearing call God, or God's calling you, or the universe is calling you. Spirit is calling you. I don't know what that is in there, but I immediately saw an old school telephone. And also a little bit of like ringing a bell. So interesting, the guide card is the Angel of Love, which is 49-13-4, which distills to 13-4, which is about changes are now possible. There's a breakthrough, a revolution. And so you're to keep your intention and your focus and really be aligned to your heart this month. Focus, 37 distills to a 10. So there's new beginnings. 37 also has to do with family and home, or it could be soulmates, friends like family, or quite possibly literal family is your focus right now. Home and family is your focus. What you love, who you love is your focus. What you love, doing what you love is your focus. So this is a very heart-centered month for you. It's a lot about heart connections and meeting people that you have these amazing heart connections with. I want to make sure you can see this. You did choose the wand, which is has a rutilated quartz at the end, and agate for manifesting, ribbed agate. There is rose quartz, lapis, amethyst, also that is in this. So those properties could mean something from you. So this is a lot about channeling your energy this month, making sure that you're channeling your energy in the right way for you. Step back here a little bit. So what do you need to be focused on right now? Where and how are you channeling your energy? Where's the right place for you to channel your energy? I'm getting also jewelry. You could buy some jewelry or get a gift of jewelry, or your focus may be on jewelry that has a spiritual representation for you at this time. Or gold, silver, coins. You may be focused on this month on investments, could be Bitcoin, gold, silver. You're looking at alternative forms of money or exchange, or exchanging your services for someone else's service. You're looking at this month reciprocity. What is reciprocal? What is supportive of you? How can you support others? And some of you are doing something with some kind of community focus of helping each other through something. You're setting up some kind of group or community, or you're part of a group of or community that you're going to be doing more, participating more, I would say. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Wow, okay, these two cards wanted to come out. So we're going to look overview of the month, and then we're going to look week to week. So you've got the Nine of Michael, which is, and this is not going to be part of the spread because it just wanted to come out. Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. So yes, there could perhaps be some anxiety, even right now as we're doing the reading, or you're exhausted, maybe not sleeping as well, but you're putting in the work, the time. You're working through something, either with someone or some situation, or yourself or life. And it is bringing in an increase in what you want. Now, many of you, it is bringing in an increase financially. It's bringing in a new idea too, a new focus. So again, you've got the card of focus. So there's a lot to do with, you know, focusing right now for something that manifests in the fall months, but also for something that is bringing financial compensation. This is a lot about your finances. Keep focused to your goals, dreams, desires. Keep focused, because you are, you know, drawing in and manifesting whatever it is that you want to bring into a tangible form. So this is about moving stuff out of the thinking and wishing or hoping or visualizing into manifested form. This month we'll have a lot of dealings with finance, financial areas of your life, areas that have to do with money. How much money do I need for this? How much do I need for that? I'm putting money in savings. So many of you are going to be saving more, putting money aside for either that proverbial rainy day or for something that you want to purchase or buy in the future. All right, so let's look at the overall Ten of Cups. So you're feeling pretty good. You're going to be feeling like, wow, I'm in the rainbow. Things are getting better. I'm doing better. There's more happening in alignment with my dreams, my goals, my desires. Friends around, friends like family. You're showing up as the Four of Wands. So again, it's celebration. There's some kind of connection. Again, this month for you is a lot about what's tangible, what's real, what's accessible. Where are the payoffs? Where is the opportunity? So you're also showing that you're at a new level. Now I'm going to wait till we get all the cards out. Okay, this is what you're putting out in the world. Well, King of Ariel, King of Pentacles. Working very well, professional person. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, Four of Raphael, Four of Cups. You're looking at opportunities. If you don't see that the opportunity could pay off, you're not going to do it. This is not the time. This is to stay focused on what has the most potential right now in your life. Wow, Queen of Pentacles. This is nurturing yourself, the people around you, nurturing your ideas, but there's a counterpart, King and Queen of Pentacles. So if it is about relationship, it does go to the next level. There is a meeting of the minds. Wow, and then you got the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So it has to do with creative passions, healing, Reiki. You know, this is about healing modalities or being very in touch with your emotions. That's what's needed. Okay, even though you're very focused this month on money, finance, what's tangible, Spirit is saying don't lose touch with what emotionally fulfills you, the emotional part of life. Don't be so result oriented. Now, Two of Pentacles or Two of Cups This is two people coming together, or two ideas, or people with ideas coming together, or ideas making sense, being supported on your path. This is, like I said earlier, there's a meeting of the minds. Now, some of you, I feel you are meeting someone, that is for sure, or in May, an existing relationship, the bonds deepen. So though this is a very important month for you as far as goals and tangible results and money and finance, and there's a lot of 3D stuff, or making the 3D stuff more fun, this is also highlighting relationships of all kinds, and specifically creative, collaborative relationships, and relationships where you're doing something that's fun for you, or is fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling. So this could be dating, those of you that want to date, or been in the mood for dating, or haven't been dating. I'm going to say there's at least one date in your future. Okay, at least you're going out with someone. Now, is it going to be a kindred spirit? Is it a friendship? Is it, a soulmate that's a friend, friendship, friend mate? But the potential there is for something deeper. And I would say you both are very career oriented in your life. Clearly something in May is causing you to feel very happy and very fulfilled. And we did get the guide card as the angel of love. So I'm feeling like it's Cupid's arrows for a good chunk of you, that there is some kind of interest, flirting, passion, fun, dating, playfulness, that you're feeling very much seen. Okay, now we're going to look week to week, and then we'll look at oracle cards, astro dice, and then get your soul insights mantra. So here's the deal. Whatever it is that you've been, trying to move through, you're definitely going to be at a new level in your life, where you're drawing in more people and situations that are much more emotionally fulfilling, much more fun. So it's like a lot of you are seeing the way to get to the life. Okay, on the bottom is the Emperor. Okay, I thought it was important that we look at this. Aries energy. A lot of work. Are you're entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, soul entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs? Are you solo business? Whatever this is, you're attaining goals and moving forward. This is also showing leadership position in your life, focusing on your own inner authority, but a lot to do with work and business. Again, the tangible, but Spirit is saying that you have time for fun too. So work can be fun. This can be business with pleasure, working with people that you enjoy being with. Now, many of you, this is going to be some form, look at Sun, collaborative. What did I say? Collaboration. The Sun card, Leo energy. So there is something about business projects or collaboration moving. It brings you in a new direction, where you've got that King of Cups again. It could be something that you're doing that's very uplifting or helping humanity. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So there could be some kind of money given to you, a grant, someone sponsoring you, someone supporting, someone donating, or work that you've done pays off, or someone hires you. There is a lump sum of money coming to you. Now, I don't know if it's in May. For many of you, it will be. Some of you, it may be more summer to fall months, but I definitely feel before the close of the year that you have a large income, or a larger income, and or a bonus, a raise. But I don't feel just a raise. I feel like there's a larger amount of money coming to you, a lump sum of money coming to you. So the first week, you've got the King of Swords. Put this over here. So there's a lot with leadership position, teaching, sharing, talking, leading groups, thinking more objectively about your life, maybe strategizing, planning things out. We've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. We've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Fate, Destiny. You're on your path to destiny, and the Knight of Cups, looking for that soul group, that soulmate. And then there's the Lovers, important decisions. So the first week brings some change or shift in energy where you are somehow rebalancing the way that you do your life. There's a different focus coming in, and you're stepping up. And I feel that for many of you, it's an intuitive decision to go towards what it is that you want. What are those goals, those desires? What is it that you truly want to focus on in your life? What's important for you right now? Now, for some of you, you could meet somebody out and about, hanging out. If you keep hearing the name or seeing the name of a place or a restaurant or a person to connect to, Spirit is telling me you need to do that. You need to follow through on these messages that you're getting. So really focus, especially in the morning, what am I being directed to do, or where am I being directed to go? Let's look at the second week. We've got the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, that Pisces energy, Death, Pluto, Scorpio. This is making the magic happen with the Faith. Oh, and then we've got Eight of Wands. So there could be a lot at the beginning of the week, and then things could kind of get slow, or you're like, I need to strategize, or I need to look at this, I need to plan this, or I need to do a to-do list. I need to analyze or look, contemplate where I've come from, what we're doing. Those of you that are working in partnership, some of you, this is looking over finances for a larger purchase, maybe a house, or maybe you're moving, leasing a car, or you're buying a car or a house or apartment, or some larger move, some larger purchase that you're planning for. And then I see you going out, like it's like planning, working on that. You're putting things in motion this month. And we've got the Four of Cups right under the Four of Pentacles. So it may be that you're focused on something you want to create or do, or, again, plan for or budget for, and then you're dreaming about it. You're focused on it. It's like, I know this is coming through. I know this is coming about. We have the money to do this. It's just, when do we want to do it? Again, a lot of work, a lot of focus on work this month. We've got the Empress energy here, Venus, Taurus, Libra energy, and then we move into the Three of Wands. So there's going to be some pampering about the third week. You could go away for the weekend, or just do hangout or spa day. There's a lot to do with nurturing. It could be gardening, or being out in nature, or garden, or going to someone's house and hanging out and just feeling really nurtured, and having your tea or coffee or a good conversation. Some of you, it's like, I heard cricket, softball, baseball, soccer, something. Definitely getting together with a friend. I see could be for a few days or a weekend. You're going to put the work on hold, or you're going to get to a certain level with the work, and then you're going to definitely catch up on the social. And then we've got the last week of the month. We've got Ace of Passion, Ace of Wands, One of Wands, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Nine of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords. So you're going to hear, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're going to hear something about someone, and you're talking to them, or you're telling a close friend about another friend, or it could be family member, but also. But someone's going to really, the end of the month, be going through it. You're going to be on an upswing, but then you kind of have to stop and be there and listen to this person of what they're going through. And then it is the King of Wands. Sorry about that. I keep hitting the light on the camera. All right, so King of Wands, we've got that Leo, we've got Aries energy, and we've got Sagittarius, but we've got creative energy. So I'm seeing quite a few people this month. You're more social, you're around more people. Now, this could be in person, it could be by phone, it could be Zoom, I don't know, it could be online, but there's more influences in your life. There's more people helping you, supporting you, or you're more social, you're in more contact with people. the thing that Spirit is saying is, remember, you're on this upswing, and some other people in your life, there could be in some confusion, or they could have some family things that are going on where you spend time helping them or talking them through it. And then hanging out, maybe going out with them or saying, oh, come on, let's get a bite to eat, or let's go get a tea or coffee, or let's go to the game. I keep hearing a lot with sports, so I don't know what season is coming up, but there's definitely a lot to do with being outdoors and doing some kind of sport. So a lot of you are going to be doing something with sports. A lot more activity for you in May. Some of you could meet someone and you start dating, and then your friend is not dating, or someone close to you is not dating, and you kind of want to tell them, look what I'm doing. I met this person. Oh my God, they're amazing. And then you're kind of having to not say so much. So links are secret. So just as I was saying that, you're going to keep some things to yourself. Maybe you meet the quote unquote the one, or you meet someone that has a lot of potential, or there's something that comes in your way in a career level, finance. Something comes in your way where you're being asked, don't spill the beans, don't say everything all at once. It's time to keep some things to yourself this month. This is really important for some of you. Don't overshare. Part of it might be whoever's in your life that I'm picking up, they may be going through something that is just not appropriate, or it puts a damper on things. And there is something about a father, or somebody around you loses their father or lost their father, or a pet. There's something, or the father gets worse or takes a turn for the worse, and you're talking to them, you're holding the space. So somebody's family member, not yours, because I feel like you're on this upswing, but there are some things that are going to be happening around you, whether in your family or circle of friends, where you have to be there. So keep some of your goals, your dream, where you are, your planning, your strategy. Keep some of that to yourself at this time. Then you have elephant. Now, elephants have great memories. It's also, I look at elephant as Ganesh, that it brings a lot of abundance and luck. And think of the trunk that you're extending out in the world, but not all of you. You're keeping parts to yourself, and that's links. Also, you're keeping some of the energy for yourself. Now, elephants are also very community-based or tribal, and very family-oriented. So some of you, this could be about a family, or creating a family, building a family. For some of you, this is the potential with someone that you meet to have a family with. Like, wow, I can really see myself with this person. Or that your friends and their friends are going to be together, or by being with this person, there's more people that you meet to have this family, right? And we're going to look at the areas in your life that will be most affected this month. I just heard Georgia. Somebody traveling to Georgia, Atlanta, perhaps. Okay, that came out. Gemini. This is about conversation. Okay, we're looking at the area, the houses. So third house, fourth house, family. Told you, something with family, your home. This could be a new home, planning for a home. Maybe you find out you got approved for a home, and maybe a friend of yours didn't, or someone that you know, or you're planning to move, and then you're realizing, wow, we will have the money to move. We will have the money. We'll have the opportunity. So a lot with fourth house. This could be, your inner reserves, doing more in the home, looking at your roots, just how far you've come and what you're doing now, where you're at now. Gemini, the neighborhood, the energy of communication. So I feel like there's a lot of communication in the home, whether people calling you or coming in your home, or you're in someone's home. There's going to be a lot to do with communication this month. See what other area is going to be affected. We've got 2. Second house, finance. Your self-worth, your value, what you value, or how you value things. What you value, again, putting money aside, saving. Some of you could be making purchases that help you, support you in something in your life. But again, increase in finance. And then this is very interesting. You also got the third house, which Gemini rules the third house. So again, communication, email, texting, overcoming miscommunication, something in your neighborhood, focusing in the neighborhood. Some of you, you're getting a message to go somewhere, to do something, go somewhere locally or drive somewhere, and you need to listen to that because you're going to be meeting someone, or you're going to find out some kind of information with that links there. Put this here. That links is saying there's some secret that's revealed, or you see something that you need, that like, oh, now I know what's going on, or you know, now I know what that person's doing, or now I know what the deal is. So something is revealed for you in May. Some kind of secret is revealed. Some of you could be in the dream state, but most of you, I feel that you get an external message about something that's going on, and it helps you focus. It helps you know what your focus is. Wow, soulmate. Some of you are meeting a very important relationship. Now, I'm saying this, but I also feel that many of you, there's more important people in your life, or there's going to be a closer circle of friends that are important, or connections, collaborations. But some of you, this is about a very important soulmate. Yes, a soulmate. Wow. I think some of you are meeting someone that has potential, and you can't share. You can't tell maybe a close friend. It's just not appropriate. It's just not, it's not the time, or they're going through something and you can't share what it is, you know? So, yeah, pay attention to the signs. And then you got service. So a lot of you are light workers. You're helping people. You're being of service. You're going to have to be there for someone. Oh, that Two of Cups. You're definitely raising your vibration. You're meeting a vibrational match. Now, maybe you meet someone this month. Definitely this year, I'm going to say. But maybe you meet someone this month that has potential. Some of you meet someone, but they're traveling and then they come back. Eagle, you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Well, you had also got, right, the fate, the Wheel of Fortune. And then Dragonfly, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you're attaining a goal that you're not going to be able to share with everyone, or you're going to have to keep it to yourself for a little bit. Okay, let's ask the Astro Dice what's going on, what additional messages for you. Oh, South Node, 11th house. Okay, South Node in Libra. Well, what's interesting is the South Node will be in Libra in, I believe, July of this year. So 11th house, this is South Node, Libra in the South Node in Libra in the 11th house. This is telling me you're meeting someone from the past, or people from the past, situations involving groups, communities are coming back from your past people or past situations to complete. This soulmate that's coming in is a past life connection. A very old connection, a connection for many lifetimes, perhaps for some of you even other dimensional, galactic starseed, from another planetary connection. And I don't know if you could really tell from this being, but with the third eye there open, third eye here, and they're thinking about you. Maybe you're dreaming about them, or if you've been dreaming about different places you're traveling or visiting, and different people that you're meeting that you don't know, it's because this soulmate is telepathically connecting to you. They're sending you signals that it's time, or it's getting closer, it's getting closer. So really listen to the flashes that you're getting, the dreams, the flashes of insight, the flashes of go here, do this, really listen to that, because this person is coming back. It's a very, very important relationship. Now, many of you are attracting soulmates that you've known other lifetimes, even previously in this lifetime, that are coming back to be with you, to support you, to finish up. So there's a lot of people from the past. Now I'm doing this, and there is a retrograde. Mercury is retrograded in Taurus, and that's on the north node, but the south node is on the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And then we do have Pluto that is retrograding also back into Capricorn. So I do feel this retrograded energy is connecting you back in to finish up on a higher level. Career stuff, people, relationship, things that are more fulfilling, contracts. But also this person that's coming in, this soulmate, they're through this reading, they're letting you know, hey, it's getting closer to the time that we connect. And I also find this card, Angel of Love, who it just seems physically impossible, but that's what my guides do. That's what my higher self does. That's what the spiritual hierarchy does, to have a little poke at me and a little giggle, is how did that card get in my t-shirt? When I lift, and I'm not even using these oracle cards. I'll probably use them in the next reading that I do, but I picked them up. I sat down here to tune in, to do the reading, and I feel something funny. Now, mind you, I didn't feel it while I was walking through my house to come to the table and sit down. And I sit down and I feel something funny in my t-shirt, on my skin. And I'm like, what is on my tummy? What's on my belly? What's on my abdomen? What? And I, feel the t-shirt on my abdomen, and I'm like, something's in there. That is weird. And then I lift up my shirt and I pull out the Angel of Love card. So Spirit is giving us a nice little tickle, the guides and the oversouls are just giving us a tickle about this card and the meaning of this Angel of Love, transformative love. Something's blossoming this month. New love, new direction, feeling more fulfilled, feeling more loved, feeling more loving, feeling appreciated. Changes are now possible. It's a new day, a new direction. And the love of your life is coming in. The deeper, deeper connected love of your life. You're loving life more, and that love of life is coming in for you. The passion, the purpose, the inspiration is drawing in that lover, that love. So, past life love coming in, past life. All right, radiant soul light, you beautiful being. Love you so much. I just feel so much love in this reading. Woo! Gosh. It's just amazing. So, you are amazing. All right, your Soul Insights mantra is... Do you hear that music? I never know who's coming by here on what. One time I heard flute music. I've heard all kinds of music. One time I heard some really good, oh my God, EDM. And this guy's in a car by my backyard playing mute. I don't know what he was recording. I don't know. He was listening to something, and I'm like, oh, dude, that sounds really good. He goes, that's me, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. That's very cool, really cool. So, anyway, so something's picking up. Something is picking up. Get that bird's eye view, that eagle view, overview of your life, and notice that there is a renewal. You are being renewed. Love is renewed. There's a renewal in your love life. financial renewal. There's just a lot that's renewing for you beginning this month. So, Radiant Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra to support you in May on this part of your path is I open up to the renewal of my soul through love, loving relationships, doing more of what I love, and feeling fulfilled through love. Wow, it's all about love for you. It's all about love for you this month. Yeah. Some of you getting married also. Okay, I could go on and on. There's a lot of energy here moving. I can just feel it. I can really feel the energy connection of all that's coming to you. And you're going to have choice in love. Those of you that have been feeling that there's been a drought, there's actually choice. There's choice. All right, beautiful soul light, lots of love. Lots of love, light, and wisdom. And until next time, keep your heart open and shine bright.